Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not having a great day already, I hope you're having a great day after this video. Love you guys lots. This is the look we're doing today. It's just an easy like everyday ombre shimmer eye. Let's get into it. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did this simple, everyday, easy shimmer look ombre eye kind of tutorial here with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar original palette. It's just a really easy, everyday, shimmery eye tutorial I did using all of the neutral shimmers from this palette, these guys over here. And I really like the way it came out. If you'd like to see how I did this look and the face and the lips and everything that went with it, then please keep on watching. Also today I am wearing my Totoro onesie. This is probably my oldest onesie. I think, yeah, it is. It's Totoro. When my sister and I were kids, we used to love watching Totoro, but we call it Long Mile because we watched it in Mandarin instead of Japanese because when my sister and I were kids, I don't know if we would have kept up with the subtitles, but they made a Mandarin dub of it, and that's so nostalgic to me. Every time I hear the Mandarin dub voices from Totoro, they just scream my childhood to me. Anyway, I'm just popping on some primer. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. It kind of is getting hard to squeeze out of the tube, but that's okay because I'm keen to use it up because I've had this primer for ages. Also, if you're wondering, you're probably not, but I did have a haircut. If you can like tell that my hair's like blunted at the ends. I haven't brushed it, so it's probably looking kind of scraggly, but my sister cut my hair yesterday. My sister's my hairdresser. Thanks for the haircut, Thurs. She just trimmed like an inch or two off the ends so that it would look a little like fresher and stuff. She's helped the quality of my hair improve quite a bit because, I don't know, my hair isn't something I like take a lot of care of, and so, you know, she's been helping me by like giving me trims and she does like treatment masks on me sometimes. Not that often because even though my sister's a hairdresser, I still don't care enough about my hair, but yeah. My hair quality has greatly improved, and I have a lot of hair, and I'm happy about it. But yeah, had a hair trim. Next I'm going to go into some foundation, and I'm going to be using the Rimmel Lasting Matte. It's going to be a full coverage mattifying foundation. Now realistically, I don't know how matte this foundation is, because yes, it like has like a creamy matte finish, but I don't know if I actually had like really oily skin if this would last, because when I mix this with sunscreen, it becomes very like thick, cakey and creamy on the face. So I don't know how practical this would be if you have very oily skin and start like sweating through it, or like have like an oily time in it, if that makes sense. Like if your skin starts to get really oily in that foundation, I don't know if it's going to be that practical, because I feel like when I wear sunscreen, that's like imitating like oily skin a little bit, because obviously sunscreen's got a bit of like an oily slick to it, and you know, it doesn't really last that well with sunscreen. I feel like if I scratch it, it comes off so easily. It doesn't really set down as nicely as I'd want it to. It kind of is like a layer on the skin instead of melting into the skin. It's not my favourite matte foundation. I would not go for this foundation ever again, probably. It's just not my favourite. Sorry if it is your favourite. Different people, different makeup tastes. But I much prefer the L'Oreal Infallible range. I feel like that dries down matte and actually lasts, and kind of has a better look on the skin, if that makes sense. And also it smells better, although I can't smell at the moment because I have a clogged nose because I'm sick. I just have a cold or something, but don't you worry, I'm actually going to go get a COVID test after I film this video just to be sure. There aren't actually that many COVID cases where I live. I live in Sydney, and I don't think there are any community cases at the moment. But there could be some. They're like worried that they're going to have some more community cases because Brisbane, which is another city in Australia, they have cases, and the people from Brisbane have been like traveling around and stuff, and then we only just found out. So I will get a COVID test. You will probably hear from me if I have COVID, but I probably don't because there aren't that many cases in my area, if any. Anyway, I'm just popping on the concealer. This is like the matching concealer. This is the Lasting Matte, Soft Matte Concealer in the shade 10 Fair Ivory. It's not the best concealer in the world, but it's not the worst. It's just the one that matches the foundation. I bought them together as like a little set because they're from the same range, but I don't think I'd repurchase it. It's not bad or anything, but it's not amazing, so I don't really like obsess over it. I'm going to set my face using this little brush here called the Powder Brush from Nude by Nature. It's like a really soft, fluffy brush. I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Chisel to Perfection set. And I'm going to be grabbing this shade up here called Light Cocoa. You can't see it because there's like nothing left in there, and I'm going to probably have to scratch it out of the side of the pan. But it's just a really light, kind of pale powder shade. It's like a matte powder. It's pretty much my skin tone at the moment, and I like to set pretty much my whole face with it, actually. That's what I'm going to do. I really want to finish up this powder because it's really getting annoying to scrape out of the sides of the pan. As you can see, when I'm going with my finger, that is not preferable. But yeah, I like the Too Faced Cocoa formula. I think it's really nice. And I've really enjoyed using the hell out of this palette. This is probably the first, this is actually the first high-end product I ever bought for myself. And I thought about it for ages before making the purchase. And when I did, I felt so luxurious. This was such a fun palette. When I was like, I think I was in year 10 when I bought this. So maybe like 16, 17. No. I would have been 15 to 16 when I like saved up to buy this palette. And I loved it. I felt so bougie. Too Faced was one of those brands when I was a kid growing up that I always like was like, wow, it's Too Faced, you know. I really like glorified the brand, and I was excited to be able to like save up my stuff for Too Faced products. Anyway, next I'm going to bronze my face using the shade down here called Dark Cocoa. You can't see any of these busted pans, but I'm really getting in there with my Real Techniques brush. This is the blush brush, but I usually use it for bronzer because I find the shape of this really nice to like just like hug the cheek there. And yeah, this bronzer is just like a warm toned bronzer shade. It's called Dark Cocoa, but it's not actually that dark, because it seems to fit my skin tone well, and I'm not that dark. They did make a darker version of the palette. This is the lighter version, but still, Dark Cocoa, I don't think so. More like warm toned light cocoa. I don't know, just my opinion. But yeah, I really like the tones of the bronzers in this palette. I also previously panned a entire Too Faced Cocoa, what's it called, like the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I panned that so quickly. I loved it. It was just delicious. It's a product that I would repurchase. I actually did repurchase the updated version of this palette because I just love it so much. Also, the reason I'm not that dressed up today, I'm just sitting here filming in my onesie, is because I'm sick and I don't feel that great, to be honest. But I thought I should film because it's better than doing nothing. I've just been sitting in bed all day feeling sick and having a headache and stuff, and I was like, may as well do something with my day. I have a big headache and like I'm not feeling great, so sorry if I'm like not in the best mood. Also sorry if I'm like through the video because I have a stuffed up nose. Started off with a sore throat and then I got a clogged nose, and now I'm all just like, you know what I mean? I'm bronzing my forehead as well. Maybe this video will be like really slow. Like I'll be doing my makeup really slowly because I'm so like clogged up and stuff. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my mum to do a couple of things, and she'll come get a COVID test with me because obviously I live at home with my parents and stuff, and if I get COVID tested, well, if I have it, we all have it. She's not sick though, so, but anyway, may as well get tested together. We like to be safe, better safe than sorry. I'm also going to take this along the neck down here just to make sure it blends into my skin tone of my onesie. I don't know what I'm saying. And then I always take bronzer along my jawline here because I don't know, I just always do it. I feel like it gives a little bit of definition to the face and makes you look more like evenly bronzed. Because if I was only bronzed on my like cheekbones here, it would be like really dark looking just in those areas. But if you bronze the whole face, it looks like you're just having a bronzy glow. Anyway, really like this bronzer. I'm just like dusting it everywhere so that it like gives my whole face a bronze, because I don't want just my like certain areas to be bronze. I kind of just want an all over bronzy glow, you know? Okay. I don't have that many pimples at the moment, which kind of makes me happy. I have one here. I hate getting pimples around my mouth. I feel like it's really annoying. But, oh, my mom's talking to my dog. Anyway, but yeah, whatever. I'm going in with a blush. This is the MAC blush in the shade Desert Rose. Love this one. It's a classic. I'm just going to use the brush that I use for powder because I forgot to bring an extra brush for blush. It's really hard to say blush brush. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going to be packing this onto the cheeks, probably a bit too intensely because I go in really hard with blush. Although this blush, it's like, it'll never get used up. Well, it probably will be because I'm crazy with makeup. But, I really like pack on the blush, but even though I pack it on so much, I've barely made a dent in this thing, which is amazing, and I love it because it means I get more use out of this product and it'll be hanging out with me for longer because I love it. If you wonder ever why I go through so many products in my project pan, it's because of this. It's like in my tutorials, in my day-to-day life, I pack on product. I'm not shy to be cakey. I love caking on the layers. I love a lot of makeup. It's just my vibe. You know, not everyone's into a lot of makeup, and I respect that. You know, you do you. I just like a lot of makeup, so I'm gonna do me. Okay, I take it across the nose and like across the forehead for like a, I don't know, I just feel like it looks cute. Let's go in with some eyeshadow. Today I want to do a like shimmery look with the Too Faced original chocolate bar. So I feel like it's really noisy outside. Everyone, I'm filming a YouTube video. Stop zooming. Anyway, this is the palette. I'm probably going to go in with the shades over here, like these shimmers. You get the idea. I'll talk you through it. Where are my eyeshadow brushes? Oh, they're in here. Okay, so I'm going to grab, let's go from lightest to darkest. Okay, so I'm going to grab, first of all, this shade Marzipan, which is this like pinky, champagne-y kind of pearlescent shade. It's beautiful. I love Marzipan. I love it so much. It's probably one of my favorite, zooming past my house. It's probably one of my favorite shimmers in this palette. And I remember when I was buying this palette, I was like, oh, Marzipan, Marzipan, Marzipan. Like, it's one of my faves. I'm just going to put Marzipan at the front of my eye, probably at the front third of my eye. Just packing it on with this Real Techniques 201 brush from their Bold Metals collection. I've already dampened this brush a little bit so it would pick up the shimmer more intensely, and I love the way it's turning up on the eyes because I just love the shade Marzipan. It's beautiful. It's just, it's like your skin is shimmer. That's how I want to describe it. It's just a very beautiful, slightly pinky, kind of neutral shade. It's almost my skin tone, but if you have a darker skin tone, it'll be a really beautiful, lighter shimmer on you. If you're lighter than me, I don't know, maybe it'll come up darker on you. It's pretty much my skin tone, but you know, different people have different skin tones. It might look differently on you. It's a little bit pink on me because I'm a little yellowy, but love it. Next I'm going to go in with the shade over here called Creme Brulee. It's kind of a more golden, like old gold kind of shade. I'm just going to pack that onto the center of the lid. I'm kind of going for like an ombre, a shimmery ombre. I'm just using the same brush because, you know, the light shade, if I use the light shades on the brush first, the brush won't get really dirty, and so by the time I get to the end shades, the brush can be like really dark, and it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be going in with the light shades anymore. The shimmers that are neutral in this palette are probably some of my favorite neutral shimmers. They're just really gorgeous. Next I'm going in with the shade Hazelnut. Hazelnut is one of my favorite snacks ever. It's just such a delicious nut. I love Nutella, that's why. I'm just going to pack Hazelnut onto, it's not the outer corner because my outer corner would be out here, but it's like the outer, the outer half corner. If that makes sense. Like, I'm not taking it all the way to the edge. I'm going to take another color later. But I'm just packing it out here. Let's blend it a little bit. I'm going to take this brush from Real Techniques and actually contour my nose first using the cool tone shade in this palette. I'm taking Medium Cocoa, this shade up here. And I'm just going to use this angled brush from Real Techniques. It's like a little angled eyeshadow brush. And I'm actually just going to like go down the sides of my nose with this. Probably not doing a huge amount, but I just like the way this cool toned bronzer like just adds a little definition to the nose area. I'm just gonna like do that, and then with the rest of this brush I'm just gonna buff it through the crease just to blend the shades that I've already put down together. And there isn't really anything on this brush because I just contoured my nose with it, so there's nothing really on there to like mess up the shades that I've added so far. So it doesn't really add or take away from what I've got going, other than just blend it. Let's add a little bit more Hazelnut. Just darkening it up a little bit more with that Hazelnut. Hazelnut's kind of like a warmer, more bronzy, shimmery shade. And then I'm going to go in with the very last shade in the outer corner, which is Hot Chocolate, which is this one here. And it's kind of like a neutral toned, darker brown shimmer shade. I'm just going to pack that on the actual outer corner, like out here. And because I'm working my way to the outer part of the eye, the outer part, I want it to go up more and be larger than the front. So I'm actually going to take that higher than the rest of the shadows. As you can see, I only took that a little bit above the eye. This time I'm going like halfway to the what's it called, brow. And I'm just going to blend it again using that little angled brush. I really like this angled brush actually. It's a really good blending brush. Just does exactly what I want it to. And I'm just going to smooth out those edges so that everything fuses into one ombre shimmery eye. Let's darken up the edge a little bit more there. Love it, love it, love it. Let's highlight the face a little bit. I'm going to go in with this little setting brush from Real Techniques. Love it. And I'm going to use this shade Champagne Truffle, which is another shimmer in the palette. It's actually a really intense pinky champagne. I really like it. I'm just going to pop that on the cheekbones, and I'll put it in the inner corner in a sec as well. So yeah, I'm really going in with all the shimmers from the palette. By the way, Champagne Truffle, the shade here, is one of the larger two shades in the palette. They have a matte large shade and a shimmer large shade. I'm using the shimmer large shade. I use this all the time. It's really pretty. Let's take it on the forehead as well. That'd be nice. Do you guys feel like I sound different because I'm sick, or am I the same person as ever and it's just in my head? Let me know, because, you know, I sound different to me, but I'm really clogged right now, so who knows. Let's highlight the detailed areas. I'm just using this little, I don't know, it's like a little concealer brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to put it on my brow bone. I'm using all my favourite neutrally shimmers from this palette. Love this palette so much. I use it all the time, as you probably see in all my videos. My goal is to like go through each of my palettes and do like all my looks that I love out of each palette. So like obviously I'm working through the Too Faced chocolate bar right now, and also my favorite rainbowy looks. I've done all my red looks and I've done all my orangey yellow looks. I'm going into greens next, so you'll probably see a lot of green videos coming from me soon. But yeah, after rainbow looks, I'll probably do some like, I don't know, maybe some decades looks, or just like fun looks that I feel like. After this palette, I'll probably go into the semi-sweet and work my way through all of my chocolate bar palettes, because I have quite a few, and you know, after I work my way through those palettes, I'll get into some of my other palettes that I have, but I'll do my chocolate bar ones first. I've just highlighted down the center of the nose, which I feel like adds so much. As you can see, it like makes the nose look straighter. Inner corners, and also I did my Cupid's bow as well. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and do my liner, my brows, maybe stick on some fake lashes, and I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Sorry if the camera angle has changed. I just did my brows and my liner and my lashes. My brows, I used the Morphe M165 angled brow brush, and I used the Colourpop Precision Brows Gel in the shade, not Precision Brow Gel, it's just the brow gel, in the shade Black and Brown. Love this combo. I think I need to get back into using my brow pomade thing again, because I've almost used all of it up and I just want to finish it off. My liner, I used eyeliner that I think is all run out. It's a really faint liner, if you can tell. It's like not as intense and like crisp as usual, but I used the Essence pen eyeliner pen. It's just got a felt tip. I've used this to death and I've had this for ages, and it's really on its last legs. So it's not a bad eyeliner, it's not my favourite. I still prefer the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing Liner, but I was using that today. Also, my lash glue was the Duo clear lash glue, and I used some random lashes that I bought in Taiwan from like drugstore there. I'm using the NYX Butter Gloss because it's like a perfect neutral nude lip. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's just perfect on my skin tone. It's kind of sheer, so it's not like a really opaque lip gloss. It just gives a wash of like a little browny, light brown kind of colour, but it's not too intense. So really pretty. I feel like it just really easily suits pretty much any eye looks that I go for, and I feel like it suits this eye look here. But yeah, I really like the way the eyes came out. They're a really nice gradient ombre eye, just really simple, natural, easy. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment anything you'd like to see from me in future down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I upload very frequently, and hopefully I'll see you in a future video very soon. Catch you later. Bye! Surprise! It's outro, close-up, voiceover, blah 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 time. This is my face, this is my eyeball, this is my face from further away, and this is it closer up again. I hope you like this video. Sending you and your loved ones lots of love. Have a good day. Bye!